Ready, go!
Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Peter Obi made deal to step down for Atiku. Doyin Okuoe finally opens up. Peter Obi made deal to step down for Atiku. Doyin Okuoe finally opens up. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. The Director General, Obidate Campaign Organization, Doyin Okuoe has reacted to the report alleging Peter Obi made a deal with Atiku over the 2023 presidential election. Okuoe said Obi, Labour Party presidential candidate, cannot negotiate with any other presidential candidate because he is far ahead of all of them. The former aide of ex-President Jonathan urged Nigerians to disregard the claim, which he described as a cheap propaganda. Doyin Okuoe, the Director General, Obidate Campaign Organization, has debunked the report claiming that Peter Obi, Labour Party presidential candidate, made a deal to step down for Atiku Abubakar, the PDP flag bearer. In a statement posted on Twitter on Wednesday, August 31, Okuoe said Obi is far ahead of all other presidential candidates and cannot negotiate with less popular peers. The statement reads, I hereby categorically refute the false statement making the rounds that Peter Obi has made any deal with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the PDP, with respect to the 2023 presidential elections. By the grace of God and massive acceptance and support of the Nigerian people, home and abroad, and especially the youth, Obi is far ahead of all other presidential candidates in the country. He therefore cannot logically be negotiating with any other less popular candidate on all their parties. Okuoe, who is the former aide to ex-president Goodluck Jonathan, urged members of the public to ignore the cheap, self-serving and distracting propaganda, which will also believe is not coming from the Atiku camp. He stated further, the train of the obedient movement gathers some and more electorate on an hourly basis, while it is evident that the political fortunes and followership of the other parties diminish and recede like a drying lake in the scorching heat of an arid desert. The Obidate Presidential Campaign Organization is focused on our mission, which is to take back Nigeria and hand it over to the Nigerian youth to secure their collective destiny. Our compelling commitment and promises to move Nigeria from consumption to production and to help us God. In related report, Okuoe Kingdom, a youth and women development advocate, has said it is not feasible for Obi to step down for Atiku citing INEC's guidelines as the basis for his position. Kingdom said, "To the best of my knowledge, it is not very feasible for any candidate to step down for another candidate. As provided in the INEC guideline for the 2023 presidential and National Assembly elections, which mandate political parties and candidates to withdraw and replace candidates by July 15, 2022. The Director General, Obidati Campaign Organization, Doyin Okuoe, has reacted to the report alleging Peter Obi made a deal with Atiku over the 2023 presidential election. Okuoe said Obi, Labour Party presidential candidate, cannot negotiate with any other presidential candidate because he is far ahead of all of them. The former aide of ex-President Jonathan urged Nigerians to disregard the claims, which he described as a cheap propaganda. Doyin Okuoe, the Director General, Obidati Campaign Organization, has debunked the report claiming that Peter Obi, Labour Party presidential candidate, made a deal to step down for Atiku Abubakar, the PDP flag bearer. In a statement posted on Twitter on Wednesday, August 31, Okuoe said Obi is far ahead of all other presidential candidates and cannot negotiate with less popular peers. The statement reads, "I hereby categorically refute the false statement making the round that Peter Obi has made any deal with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the PDP, with respect to the 2023 presidential election. By the grace of God, and the massive acceptance and support of the Nigerian people, home and abroad, and especially the youth, Obi is far ahead of all other presidential candidates in the country." To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, now I've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about. Thank you.